The day the company's books got exposed as cooked, the CEO's wife, to save her precious Kevin, immediately held a press conference. She pinned all the blame right on me, promising they'd come down on me hard. Kevin even put on this heartbroken face. "Luke, buddy, I told you not to mess with company funds and fudge the numbers. Why didn't you listen?" My coworkers looked at me all shocked. They expected me to defend myself, to say something, but I just smiled and took the fall. I even offered to resign. My wife thought I'd finally seen the light. She whispered to me like it was a secret, "Once this blows over, I'll find a way to get you your job back. I'll even tell everyone about us, make it public. It'll be like a thank you." What she didn't know was, to protect the company, the chairman had me install monitoring software on every computer, way back on opening day. All I had to do was pull that data, and their lies would fall apart. They wouldn't just be facing a massive lawsuit. They'd be looking at serious jail time. "Luke, you think you can just quit and that's it? Dream on. This whole thing you pulled cost the company at least $8 million bucks." Back at my desk, Kevin flipped over the box of stuff I just packed up. He was strutting around like he owned the place. The other people in the office glanced around. Nobody said a word. "So what do you want me to do?" I asked. Kevin immediately puffed out his chest, pushing his luck. "You gotta cover the losses, make the company whole. And you gotta hand over all your projects, help us finish them." My projects were practically the lifeblood of the company. Every one of them was a big deal, something I'd worked my butt off to land. Kevin wasn't just trying to make it look like I stole company money and faked the books. He wanted to squeeze every last drop of value out of me. I turned and looked at my wife, Michelle. She was silent, thinking. Then she sided with Kevin. "Kevin's right. The damage is done. If you make the company whole and help them finish the projects, I can see about letting you stay on." Kevin's face lit up with his smug look. 6 months ago, when Kevin first walked through the door, I knew Michelle was different with him. She never cared about interviewing new hires, but she made a point of being on his interview panel. Then she ignored all the other, better candidates and insisted on hiring him as her assistant. I asked her why, and she said Kevin reminded her of me when I was younger. She was just giving him a hand up. She told me not to overthink it. Later, even though we'd been married in secret for 7 years and she never played favorites, she started bending the rules for Kevin. I told myself she was just trying to make up for how little we had when we started out, but right now I couldn't lie to myself anymore. "Kevin's just an assistant," I said, laughing. "What makes him think he can handle my projects? What makes him think I'm gonna help him?" Michelle looked shocked that I'd suddenly snapped like that. Kevin acted all hurt, but he didn't hide the anger in his eyes. "Luke, I'm just trying to help you make things right," he said, all innocent. "You don't have to get personal." He put on this pitiful face and looked at Michelle. "Maybe I should just leave. It's probably easier if I just go." He turned and headed for the door. Michelle freaked out, grabbed his arm. "Nobody's saying you're useless. As long as I'm here, nobody's gonna push you around." Then she turned to me all ticked off. "Luke, you're really disappointing me. Just because you've been here longer doesn't mean you get to bully the new guy. Kevin works hard, he's dedicated. Sure, he's just an assistant now, but I know he's gonna be a star." I couldn't help but laugh. Ever since Kevin started, Michelle's been blindly trusting him. She kept handing him important projects to practice on. He screwed up so many deals, almost pissed off our longtime suppliers. I had to go beg and apologize just to keep them from taking it to corporate. Otherwise those two wouldn't be getting away with it. When I didn't say anything, Michelle thought I knew I was wrong. She softened her tone a little. "Okay, Kevin's just making a suggestion. This way we can shut people up and let you keep your job. Plus, it's a chance for the other employees to actually grow their career." The other workers, who'd been looking back and forth, suddenly realized what was happening. The projects I was working on would be a huge boost to their resumes. They started chiming in. "Luke, you've been hogging all the good stuff for years. We only get the scraps. How about you share the wealth? Your reputation's ruined now anyway. No other company's gonna touch you. Yeah, you should apologize to Kevin and beg him to forgive you. All these years, I'd worked my tail off to bring in deals, turning the company into the most profitable branch. I earned good bonuses and rewards